You're going to learn how rootless chord voicings work in jazz piano. This question came up on a number of shorts, so I figured I'd make a video about it. Because for example, a popular chord voicing for say a minor 7th chord, let's say D minor 7, is 3, 7, 9, 5. And a lot of people were looking at that video thinking, well, you have F, C, E, A, like where's the D? I thought that this was a D minor 7 chord. So this will clear all that up. For closed position chords, we just stack them in thirds. So this is your sort of textbook D minor 7, root 3rd, 5th, 7th. In jazz piano, if we're playing with a bass player, the bass player's job is to play the root of the chord on the downbeat of every measure. And for that reason, it's important that the jazz pianist, when playing the chords, not include the root, otherwise we'd be needlessly doubling the root with the bass player. And that's why we have rootless voicings. And so if we have, say, a bass player and we're playing with a singer or a saxophone player, somebody doing the melody, we're just going to do rootless voicings playing the chords. So for a D minor 7, we have root 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th. We could technically go 11 and 13, but if you just think up to the 9th of each chord, that gives us some interesting options. And so a popular beginner voicing for a D minor 7 chord would be 3, 7, 9, 5. So again, I'm taking my root 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th. I'm leaving the root out. I'm keeping the 3rd, the 7th, putting the 9 here, and putting the 5 here. If you want to hear what that would sound like with the root, all you have to do is play the root in a low octave of the piano. In this case, it's a D minor 7. I'll put the pedal down, play my D, play my voicing. Now it sounds like a proper D minor 7 chord. And then in terms of voice leading, we want to try to find the smallest movements we need to make to get from one chord to the next. So for example, in a 2, 5, 1 in C major, we would start with 3, 7, 9, 5. This is one example. It doesn't have to be this, but this is one example. So 3, 7, 9, 5. I can move these middle notes down. That brings me to G dominant 7. So that's 7, 3, 5, 9. And then I can move these outer notes down. That would bring us to 3, 7, 9, 5. All rootless voicings. And again, if you want to check how that would sound with the root or with the bass player, you just play that in a low octave and use the pedal. So here's my D minor 7. Here's my G7, and then here's my C major 7. We have two-handed rootless voicings, or if, say, we have to play the melody or do some improvising in the right hand, we can take those 4-note voicings, just take the bottom 3 notes, and that makes our left-hand rootless voicings. Again, assuming we have a bass player, and then we can do some improvising or playing the melody in the right hand. Let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe for more tutorials like this.